As you know, when the earthquake and tsunami, and then also the sort of serious danger due to radioactive, nuclear radioactive. When I heard that, I really felt very, very, very sad. Firstly, of course, these people, as a human brothers and sisters, same there, and then such sort of suffering beyond our control. It is very, very serious, very sad. Then secondly, Japan, as a Buddhist country, I am Buddhist. Then thirdly, here in this country, because my number of times visit here, I have many Japanese friends. So therefore, I felt, as your friend, it is my duty to visit your place and share of your sadness. So, the end of April, while I going to America, I stopped Tokyo a few more days, and also had the opportunity to train for those people who tragically died, and also express my condolence to those family members. And then in one temple, Gohokuchi temple, I had some prayer. Very moving moment. And actually there, after our prayer, I met one person who actually come from this place. Tears. So then I promised him in future, when I have opportunity, I want to visit the place where this tragedy actually took place. So now I'm here. I'm very, very happy. Then, this time, as soon as I landed at Narita airport, I saw my long-time friend ready to receive me. From then up to here, every place, the Japanese Buddhist brothers and sisters taking maximum care. So I'm very, very happy. Now this is, I think, last stop. So now I'm looking forward to see more people here and share their deep feeling. Yes, now questions.
それでは質問の方を受けていきたいと思います。
はい、それではご質問をお願いします。宮城テレビの田村と言います。まず今回ですね、この仙台を訪れたというところのまず経緯というものをもう一度ご説明いただきたいのが1点、あともう1点、この被災地の方々にどのようなメッセージを発したいかというところ、この2つをお願いします。仙台里협소 구역이 중림교와仙台这块大大，因为3年里他중에 도보 보도 좀 메시지 있는데.
If I sort of explain here, then my main talk tomorrow not much meaning. So I think better to keep secret this moment. Of course, this is the main thing. Last day, May, but I expect tragedy already happened. Now instead of too much sort of sad, that tragedy, sadness must translate into enthusiasm. Rebuild your home, your town. Tell that. That I am going to repeat that. Next question.
よろしくございますか。それでは松田さんどうぞ。
被災者にかける被災者へ寄り添う言葉、2つ目の質問にお答えを合わせます。
What do you mean?
どうぞ。河北新報社の松田と申します。今回の東日本大震災は、大自然が牙をむいた、大津波、それと大変な原発の事故という、全く状況の異なる大きな2つの災害が同時に見舞われたという面を持ち上げているわけですけれども、津波による被害の方は、とても大変ですけれども、それなりに、前を見据えて復興の一歩を歩み出して一方で原発事故というのはまだまだ再生の糸口が見えているとは必ずしも言えない。そうしたことも踏まえてですね、今回のこの大災害が文明社会に問いかけているものは何であるかといったことについて、どんなことをお感じになっているかお聞かせ願えればと思います。
That is quite complicated, quite complex. I think including Japan and many countries, the nuclear power also tremendously helpful to bring more energy, more power, electricity. So I think like in Europe, I think particularly Germany, there are a lot of discussions whether should carry this nuclear power for electricity, or should eventually stop. So this is quite, me personally feel, I think the maximum safeguard must be there, and then with that, I think nuclear power for peace. I think also, unless eventually we find another sources, less dangerous because of the sources to produce electricity power, I think nuclear power something useful. But that I don't know. I think it's better to ask some specialists, some technologists, some sort of specialists, some scientists. That's I think better. I don't know. Next question.
どうぞ。
次の質問者の方です。
そちらの方。こんにちは。おとといですね。どちら様でございましょうか。
私、アメリカ自由アジア放送のオーディス、オーディスです。
誠に申し訳ございませんが、憲政記者クラブの方を先にご優先したいと思います。どうぞこちら様。
どうぞ。
よろしいですか。はい。どうぞ。
清水県のお坊さん、
11人前、6通りが自殺したということですね。ホウさんの今のコメントを
Firstly, since March this year, now I already handed over completely about my political responsibility. Handed over to elected political leadership. Now actually he is in Washington, I think last few days, still I think Washington. So I think better ask him. I am Tibetan. Now I am speaking on the level of ordinary Tibetan citizen, a Buddhist monk. Of course, these sort of these events are very, very sad. Now, one thing I would like to express. Now, the leadership in Peking, I think, should look the ultimate causes of such sort of unfortunate things. Nobody just self-burn. Nobody do that. You see, they face some tremendous, desperate situation. So, as I think last year, the Guangdong and the Tongbu I think 2009, one senior party secretary in Guangdong province, he expressed, now the central government should carry review about policy regarding minority or these different sort of community. I think it is very right. It's very scientific, very realistic. So now time comes to review last 50, 60 years their policy. And then also, I think Prime Minister Wen Xiaobao, several occasions, he publicly expressed now China need more political reform. And even he expressed, even such extent, he says that China needs Western style of democracy. I hope the leaders should be more serious about this matter. I think time is gone, just relying using force. Time gone, outdated. Relying more and more use force is counterproductive. Never bring unity, stability.
すみません。朝日新聞の記者の石田と言います。朝日ニュースペーパー。高い聞きたいことがあったんですが、質問があまりなさそうなので、一つだけ、トルコのデイインカーネーションのこと。今申し上げた通り、来店に伴うお話をどちらの記者さんでございましょうか。誠に申し訳ございません。朝日新聞です。朝日新聞さん。来店にちなんだ質問を中心とお願い申し上げます。本は9月にですね、インターネット上でも発表されていらっしゃるように、たくさんのチベットの方々が今法王に今後のその法王の後のダライラマ15世についての結果をどのようにされるのかというのを今考えていらっしゃるんです。で、法王がご自身の生前にですね、その新たなダライラマ15世を選ばれるお考えは今終わりでしょうか。
So, what does it mean? You see. Actually, I stated in my recent sort of formal statement, I clearly mentioned the sort of final sort of decision will take when my age around 85, 86, 7 like that. So no hurry. As early as 69, I publicly stated whether this very institution of Dalai Lama should continue or not up to Tibetan people. After about 10 years, then first day I would like to sort of collect sort of views or wishes to concerned people, not only Tibetan, but also you see whole the Buddhist community who follow Tibetan Buddhist tradition. That means Mongolian and the whole Himalayan range. So then, sort of according consensus, then I will finalize the final decision. I will make.
そして約10年後になってから私
with full consultation with leaders of Tibetan Buddhist traditions.
大震災で、たくさんの命が失われたわけですけれども、不条理な死、不条理に命を奪われた不条理な死とこの私たちはどう向き合っていけばいいのかということが一つ。もう一つはこの大震災と今後長く向き合っていく上で仏教的な心の在り方というのはどのような役割を果たすのか、その2点についてお聞かせください。
Of course, we believe law of causality. So every sort of event which directly relates with our sort of experience or feeling, that is due to our individual or common community level. Collectively, this is our previous or different actions. So I think I'm going to speak more detail tomorrow. Now 2 questions. I want to take one question from my old friend, is Italian.
Thank you, Your Holiness.
Okay.
First of all, I wanted to update Your Holiness about Germany and Italy. In Germany and Italy, there is no anymore dialogue, there is no anymore discussion. The people have decided not to have nuclear. So the discussion used to be until a few months ago. Now, forever, we say no. I just wanted to update you on this decision.
Oh, I see. The public level?
Yes.
Completely no.
No.
Oh.
So you can come to Italy anytime and you will be safe. Okay, my question was again about the self-immolation. We are all said about that. I don't want to ask you a political judgment because I understand your position now. What I would like to ask you is, as a man of wisdom, what do you think about the fact that in the 60s, one monk that would burn himself in Vietnam, or Mr. Palach, young Palach in 68
yes.
in Czechoslovakia, only one person would take the front page of media every day for weeks and weeks. They did history. After 12 people in Tibet that has self-immolated, nobody is carrying this, just a few lines. What is your judgment? Mass media has give up their role, or is China so strong that nobody wants to report about these things? What is your judgment about us journalists? Please give us advice to us.
I think there must be many factors. I think the recent event in Tibet, I think quite a lot, you see, because of that report or coverage.
Yes.
Oh, I think
not the self-immolation. Very few.
I think quite it seems, I think, showing sympathy, concern seems to be quite strong in many different parts of the world, and including many Chinese, like that. That's my view.
よろしくございますか。最後の質問にさせていただきたいと思います。いかがでございましょう。最後の質問、別の方をお願い申し上げます。どうぞ、そちらの方を最後にさせていただきます。Last question.
Yes, last question. Okay.
最初の方にですね、
どちらも
仙台放送の村尾さん、ありがとうございます。仙台で共に悲しみを分かち合いたいという言葉があったんですけども、明日被災地の石巻を訪れて、被災地の方々にどのようなメッセージを伝えたいかと、もう一度お願いします。
Share means, you say, I cannot take their sorrow. But simply, you see, mixing with them, and exchange my own sort of deep feeling, that's the way share. I think when you passing through some difficulties, some of your friends, and especially come to see you and express some kind of condolence. That's the way, share. And animals, like dogs or cats, we cannot communicate through language, but they just licking you. That's also share. I think human being, as a social animal, it is very, very important. This is someone passing through difficulties. If you remain completely indifferent, and then other person really feels very sad, very hurt. The rest of the community is, as a social animal, it's a moral responsibility to share their suffering. I want to tell you one thing, one more thing. In 70s and 80s, when the Soviet Union there, you see, about the human rights violation in Soviet Union, a lot of publicity, a lot of concern shown by Western. Same human rights violation, even in some cases even worse, which take in Asia less attention. So some occasion I expressed about the human rights violation is concerned, you see, no basis of discrimination.
よろしくございますでしょうか。誠にありがとうございました。
どうぞ通路の方に道を開けていただきます。どうぞ道を開けていただきます。
Thank you. Thank you. In one temple, Gohoji temple, I had some prayer, very moving moment. And actually there, after our prayer, I met one person who actually come from this place, tears. So then I promised him in future, when I have opportunity, I'm going to America. I stopped Tokyo a few more days, and also had the opportunity to train for those people who sort of tragically died, and also express my condolence to those family members. And then many Japanese friends. So therefore, I felt as your friend, it is my duty to pay a visit your place and share of your sadness. So, the end of April, while I, as a human brother and sisters, sang there, and then such sorrow, suffering beyond our control. It is very mysterious, very sad. Then secondly, Japan, as a Buddhist country, I am Buddhist. Then thirdly, here in this country, because my number of times visit here, I have many, as you know, when the earthquake and tsunami, and then also the sort of was a serious danger due to radioactive, nuclear radioactive. When I heard that, I really felt very, very, very sad. Firstly, of course, these people